Hey folks, greetings from Mere Finance. Today we are going to talk about the origins of pension funds. How the first pension fund or the first idea of the proper scheme of a pension fund started and how we develop into the current state. So before we start, don't forget to subscribe and give us a like. In 1974, two pastors from the Presbyterian Church of Scotland, Alexander Webster and Robert Wallace, they decided to create a fund to make sure the widows and the orphans of the clerics will have enough money. They proposed that each pastor should give some money to a fund, and this fund will then proceed to invest that money. One of them will die, then the widow will receive a portion of the fund so she could be able to subscribe and survive for the rest of her life. Webster and Wallace had three basic questions: how many clerics will die, how many orphans and widows will be for each of the clerics, and how many years will those beneficiaries will live. So even though they were religious, they wouldn't look for a divine answer, and instead they contact an actuarial service, which is the use of actuarial models to evaluate risk in the insurance and finance industry. So they contact Colleen McLaurin, which was a great mathematician, and he tried to create an actuarial model based on different processes. So he concluded that out of 930 clerics, they will die every 27 years after. One of them will die every 27 years. 18 will have been married. And because of this, they made sure that each pastor had to provide a monthly £2, 12 shillings, and 1 penicle to the fund. So they had to give £10 a year, or they could also pay £6 a year, so their final pension will be of £25. So what they did is they created a fund called Scottish Widows, which is one of the biggest companies in the pension funds and insurance right now, with around $200 billion under asset under management. I was very curious about how the religious people of this church, the Presbyterian Church, just thought about a problem. This is almost 300 years ago. And they use all the advances in mathematics, statistics, and finance to make this calculus. And even now, with all the technology, with all our data analysis, with all the tools that we have, with all the computers, we still don't get a good grasp of how actuarial systems and pension funds work. It's really hard. There is a lot of technical, so I would love to know what are your thoughts. Because every time we talk, pension funds are in constant change. Pension funds are in constant under liability. So, and there is always like a difficult mix between how much each person should provide to a pension fund and how much each person should get from that pension fund. So let us know what you think and what are some of the solutions for the current pension fund schemes. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.